Hey everyone, welcome to my very first inZOI speed build. So I want you guys to bear with me during this speed build. There is a lot of cuts, but I tried to put it together the best I could. This was my first time not only building, but learning everything. So before this, I hadn't even taken a look in build mode really, besides just going into the buy catalog to buy a couple things for my Zois in their other home. But like, I really didn't look through anything. So although this footage is only just over 20 minutes, the original footage is literally over 7 hours long with multiple different clips. I was building this throughout like a 2-day period, and that might seem insane, but yeah, this was such a process. And not because building is hard, it was actually a very enjoyable experience, and I feel like it's very user-friendly, to be honest. But learning a new life sim when it comes to building, I don't know, I just take forever exploring everything. Because I was learning, exploring, discovering things. It was just like everything, you know, I kept taking breaks, and there was some points when I wasn't even really doing much. I was just like looking around, clicking buttons. So overall, I really love the way build mode is looking. Of course, this is early access. I do want to mention here that I did get extra early access from the inZOI team. Thank you so much to the inZOI team. I seriously am so grateful. It has been a dream come true playing this game. If you guys have been following me since, you know, inZOI started to like, you know, get around, I have been doing like news videos on this game for so long, and I don't know, it just felt so surreal to get into this game, you know? But anyways, if you haven't seen any of my gameplay videos, this house is for my family little let's play that I have started, and this is going to be their family home. So yeah, of course, my very first home in inZOI had to be a family home. I mean, what else would I do? And there's a lot of things I want to build, and I don't know, the very first thing that came to my head, of course, was family vibes. So this house is 2 stories, and the upper floor has a room for a baby, but it's not that furnished because the family that I'm playing with, they don't have the baby yet. So I just put a couple things in there, kind of like placeholder stuff, you know? But yeah, I really want to upload this build to Canva for you guys. I feel like it's I was going to say a pretty good starter home, but no, it's definitely way over the price for a starter home. But I do feel like it's a really great first family home. You know, if your Zois are having their first baby, I just feel like it's a build you can kind of navigate through easily. It's not overwhelming. And of course, I wanted to build something that wasn't overwhelming to me. So I feel like I kept the build simple, but like cozy and just like welcoming. I don't know, that's the best way I can put it. I'm not like a builder or anything in The Sims 4 even. So I like building, but I'm not like a pro builder. So you know, if you guys relate to that, I honestly feel like you'll be able to build in inZOI. It's not like such a challenge. And even if you're building something simple, I feel like it looks good. That's the other thing I love about this game. I feel like you don't need to do all this fancy stuff. You can if you want to, but if you want to keep it simple, it will actually look really satisfying. You know, like I didn't even put a foundation on this house, and I could have, but I didn't, and it looked okay with just the house like directly on the ground. And, you know, I was looking around at the surrounding homes, and some of them are also just built right on the ground, and it looks so good. You know, I don't know. The building feels really satisfying. And of course, I took the longest with the exterior, even though I feel like the footage with the exterior is not that long. But like, I was placing windows for it felt like 45 minutes, and don't ask me why, but as I said, I was exploring. So I don't know, it's weird when you have only built in like one game for so long and then you go to another one. It's kind of like I was discovering how I like everything. Like, I don't know how to describe it, but it's like in The Sims 4, I know what I like, I know what to grab for, I know like a lot of times how I want the layout of the room to look like right away, even though like I build different houses in The Sims 4, they're not all the same. But it's like you're familiar with it, you know what you want to do, and with inZOI, of course, it's just a new experience. So I was like, okay, I have no idea how I want to arrange things. I have no idea, you know, how I want the front to look. Like, I don't know. It was just, I didn't really have anything specifically in mind, whereas I feel like as I keep building, I'll start to have ideas in mind that just pop into my head right away. But yeah, as far as this, like, I didn't have any, you know, inspiration. I just knew it had to be a family home for my Zois, but I didn't know a style, didn't know if I was gonna go like with modern or what I was gonna do. I don't know. Like, I hadn't even like looked through all the different furniture options at this point. So yeah, I hope you guys like it. I really do. And I put some like gardening stuff in the back because I do want my Zoes to like pick up some hobbies. I don't know. I might add some more hobby stuff into the home. I don't know yet. Another thing is, of course, since this is in early access, I feel like, you know, you're not going to see this huge catalog of furniture, but I was really happy with the furniture we have. You know, I do believe we're going to get more because, of course, with early access, all updates and DLC will be free until inZOI's out of the early access phase. So March 27th or the 28th, depending on your time zone, you'll be able to play this. You know, right now you can get access to like the inZOI and build mode, but it's just like a demo. So yeah, I don't know if you can get that right now on Steam or if you need to get it through drops if you're watching a stream. I don't know anything about that because I don't stream. So I haven't been able to like do the drops system. I don't know if any of you guys know what I'm talking about, but I believe is it the 23rd or is it already on Steam? I don't know. I should have checked that before I started talking about it. But yeah, it is going to be available for everyone on Steam soon. And then a few days after that, then the whole game will be. But keep in mind, when I say the whole game, I mean the early access version of the game. So it's not done. Like there's some things I've been wanting to talk about, you know, like for example, cats and dogs, they are in the game, which amazing that it's in base game, but they're not complete yet. So I feel like this is something a lot of us need to remember when we're playing. And you know, some of us don't even usually play early access games. I have played early access games before for like different farming games and stuff like that. But as far as life sim goes, I've never played one in early access before. And it's amazing that inZOI even decided to release this in early access. Like if you think about it, I feel like that was a big blessing, at least to me, because this game still has a long way to go. I can't even believe there's this much stuff in it already. I'm not gonna lie. Supposedly this game has only been in development for a couple years and it's just like wild to me how much has been done. I can't. Like I literally can't. But yeah, like for example, you know, with cats and dogs, I just want to remind you guys that you may see a dog around, but they're not going to have any interactions yet. And that's not like, oh, this is like half-assed or something. No, not at all. It's just we are playing with a product that is in development. We're getting a look into it early, and that's really cool. So we're going to be able to watch things come to life. So if you see a dog at a Zoe's house, like in the yard, you know, you can't interact with it yet, but you will be able to. They're going to be updating that. We're going to be able to go from, you know, something not having any interactions to it, and then slowly like, oh my God, this is going to work. That's going to work. Like right now there's toasters and blenders in the game and you can't click on them, but eventually we should be able to use all those appliances. And so I think that's going to be really cool. And another great thing about inZOI is the team really wants to listen to feedback. They did say that, you know, they don't even want to release the game for full launch until everyone agrees on it, like the community. Like, so when the community says that they feel like it's ready for full launch, then they'll go ahead and go through with it. So I think that's really cool because, you know, if people are not agreeing and they feel like, no, the game's not ready to fully release yet, then they're going to take that into consideration. And I love to see it. I love to see it. You can tell a lot of things with inZOI. They've like listened to people and what they want to see with a live sim. So it's really, really cool. And also going back to cats and dogs, the cats, I believe, have a little bit of interactions now, which I cannot wait to walk by a cat in my game. I know, like the little things. But like I did see a video, I think you can pet them and feed them a treat or something. I'm not sure, but that's like what I mean. So for the dogs, you can't click on them or anything, but the cats, there's been a little bit more progress with them and they are starting to feel more lifelike and not just like an object. So yeah, when you guys get to play, there's gonna be some things that aren't finished, and just know that it is early access and it's really cool that we get to kind of play and watch the game transform. So yeah, I'm really curious what's to come, and we do know some of the things to come. Like we did get to see the roadmap. If you guys saw the live stream that happened a few days ago, I did do a video going over the live stream, kind of like jotting everything down in like an organized way. So if you guys want to watch that, if you don't have time to sit through a long live stream, that's on my channel from a couple days ago. But yeah, they've already released multiple different roadmaps for what's to come within early access. And yeah, we're going to be getting swimming and pools soon while in early access. So that's really cool because right now you can't swim in the water or anything and there's no pools. But again, the game's in development. So it only makes sense for things like that to be missing. And yeah, I'm really excited to have my Zoes go swim. And I don't know, I'm just so excited for so many different things. I can't wait. it's so fun. And I feel like because we get to play the game in early access, it's like, it's gonna keep getting better and better. And I feel like a lot of us who are very excited for this game are just gonna keep getting more and more addicted. So yeah, I love that as well. And I can't wait to see what else they do. There's just so many things I'm curious about. You know, there's even a chance they might put in another life stage. Who knows? Because I did see someone say, I wish there was toddlers. And maybe there will be. There was a time when there was no teens, and now there is. And so, yeah, like I could see them putting that in. You know, of course, with the babies, they seem to be like that in-between stage, like an infant, I guess. So maybe they're gonna add in, like, I don't know. Like, I feel like the babies look not like a full-blown toddler, but they're like getting there, you know? I feel like, I don't know what you would consider them. Like, they can get up and stuff like that. They'll crawl, and they'll play with toys and hug each other and all that stuff. But yeah, of course, like for example, they look a lot younger than toddlers who are like looking like they're gonna go to preschool. So yeah, like I would be really curious to see if they do decide to add in toddlers, and I wouldn't be surprised, because I feel like that's something the community is going to be wanting. So yeah, keep that in mind with this game. I feel like the possibilities are kind of endless, and I love that about it. It's just, I love that they want to hear what we want and all of that. But anyways, I'm like rambling on. I cannot wait for the next episode of my family Let's Play. I want to do a lot of different things, but of course, the first thing I wanted to jump into is family gameplay. And I have so many ideas. Kind of like diving into a new life sim is a whole new experience in the way of content as well. Like, you're not only just like, you know, experiencing this new life sim for the first time in like so long, and it's like, oh my God. But when you make videos, it's like there is like a million things I can explore. Like, I want to do videos on all the different townies. I want to jump into their, like, there's so many things to do. There's so many different builds people can do. Like, I've only built a family home. There are so many things I've never tried to build yet in inZOI. And yeah, like, because it's in early access, there's going to continue to be so many different videos I can film, because like, you know, then pools are going to launch, and then like we can do more builds with pools. Like, I don't know, it's going to be so cool. And like, you know, things with the driving, you can, of course, drive the car yourself, but it's in like an experimental mode. So that's going to be progressing. And I'm just so pumped. But yeah, so like I really want to do like a rags to riches, which I usually wouldn't, but I don't think I want to do a full rags to riches Let's Play. I just want to see like what I can do, like what is possible. And see, those type of things interest me now, because it's like a new life sim, and like I've never done that before. You know what I mean? Whereas, so I feel like you want to explore everything. Whereas like when you're used to a life sim, you kind of figure out how you like to play that specific game and what you like and don't like. But with inZOI, I don't know what I like and don't like yet. So like as far as like my play style goes, so it's like I can just kind of like explore everything. I don't know if things like 100 baby challenge would be possible in inZOI. That is definitely not something I would dive into now, but like, I don't know, because I feel like maybe having mods would be helpful with that. I don't know. And of course, there's going to be mod support. So we're going to start seeing mods come out, which is going to be really freaking cool. And see, that's a whole other thing to explore, like doing mod reviews for a whole different game. I don't know. There's going to be so much to do. I can't wait. But yeah, so I really want to do like a rags to riches. Maybe it would just be one video, or maybe it would be a few. I don't know yet, but I did find out how to start off your ZOIs with no money. If you go into like the map and you go into the families, like all the families in the world, there's like a menu. You can transfer your money to another family. So, because right now there's not really any money cheats. There is a way to cheat your money up. So with the early access, the cheats are not implemented yet. So basically, just when you go into like the settings, there's an option to use money cheat, and it just automatically gives you a bunch of money. You can't like set the amount or anything right now, but that is coming. Cheats are going to be implemented, so that's going to be really cool. I'm curious like how many different cheats we'll get actually, because as far as things like move objects on, where you can like freely move an object, you can kind of already do that. Maybe not to like the extent of Sims, where you can like with Sims, if you turn move objects on, you could literally like move two items like completely together, like overlapping. You can't do that per se, but with inZOI, it's just gonna, when you hold Alt, it's gonna let you move things a lot more freely, and you can put things like really close together. So yeah, I kind of feel like I already have move objects on. Like I haven't had a problem with placing things at all, you know? I haven't felt like I need move objects on, so I don't know if that will be a cheat or not, because I just feel like it's not really necessary with inZOI. You can place things like so close together before it does like have the little red thing around it where you can't place it. You know, at first I was like, oh my god, I need move objects on, and then when I was like discovering, oh yeah, I can hold Alt and then I can move it so much closer, then I'm like, okay, perfect. But yeah, anyways, there's just so much to talk about. Like, I feel like I'm like bouncing all over the place. But yeah, the rags to riches thing. I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna transfer my money over to another family so that we start with 0. And I don't want to like spoil things, and you guys may have seen other videos, so maybe you already know, but some cool things happen if your ZOI has 0 meow, I think it is. I think that's the currency. Meow currency, I think is what they're calling it. But yeah, so some things happen, you know? You might get a little notification on your phone. There might be some things going on. You may or may not get some money from the government, which I just think that's so cool and realistic that the game like recognizes that your ZOI has no money. But yeah, I don't know if you can like play the role of being a homeless ZOI or not. That's something I haven't figured out, because there is homeless ZOIs that are around. You know, you can actually come across like a ZOI that's either really hungry and you can go in and like get them food from a store, or you can come across a ZOI who is just sitting on the ground with like a bucket to accept like change and stuff. So yeah, I was like, oh my god, that would be so perfect for rags to riches if your ZOI could beg for money. So I don't know if there's a way for your ZOI to do that, but if not, I think that probably will be a thing. You know, it just might not be implemented yet. But yeah, I do like that you can see other ZOIs doing that, and you can click on another ZOI who wants some money and give them something. So I think that's really cool. But yeah, I don't know. I just think it would be interesting. And of course, like with inZOI, it is possible to survive without a house and everything. So you can go around and there's places that have showers and food and all the things. And I'm just like curious how fast I could like rank up some money. But yeah, so that's kind of like something I want to work on for a video. If you guys have any ideas, let me know, because yeah, there's just so many different things I can do. I'm already craving to make another ZOI. I haven't done that yet because of course when I got early access, I had made my 2 ZOIs for my family Let's Play, and then I had already had a bunch of ZOIs from the old Create a ZOI demo. So yeah, I haven't jumped back in to make any other ZOIs, but I really want to do that. I don't know, I really enjoy the process of making ZOIs. It's really satisfying. It's really, really satisfying. I also was noticing like really freaking cute stuff in build mode that I really wanted to use, but it wouldn't make sense for this specific Let's Play. So I need to build another house. Like there is some cool gamer stuff. I did have to give my ZOIs the gamer PC, even though like they're not going to really be gaming much, but I just needed to give them that because I loved how that computer looked. But there's like this cute bunny gaming chair, and like it looks like one I've seen in real life, and I was like, oh my god, I love that so freaking much. So I feel like you could build, I don't know, you could build like a ZOItuber house and have them be like a YouTuber or like a streamer or something like that. I think that would be really, really cool. And there's a lot of modern stuff, but it's also really easy to make things look like cozy, and like you could make like a grandmother's cabin if you wanted. I've seen some pictures and I was like, oh my god, like you can really make this game whatever vibe you want, and I freaking love that. Because you first initially look at this game and I feel like everything just appears like very modernized, right? But you don't have to have it be like that. You can change everything. Another really cool thing, I kind of want to do a video going and editing like a bunch of this stuff in the world. I'm sure you guys have seen, but you can literally just edit the way your world looks in one click. I don't know if it would be enough for a video though. Basically, like I just want to edit some things for my Let's Play and like customize it to me. So I want to go in and just like change things around. I also cannot wait to be able to have my ZOIs move to different cities in the future. So that was something else that was confirmed on one of the roadmaps. I don't remember what month it was for, because we're getting a bunch of updates for like the whole year. You know, we're getting one in May. I think we're getting one in August. Was there one for June? I don't know. But there's one in October. There's another one in December. So we're going to keep getting these updates, and like we're going to get family trees. We're going to get a proper memory system, and it's all going to be for free. Like I'm so excited. This is what I mean about how like it's going to be so cool to watch the game fully develop. Like we get to play the game when it's so early in development that there's not even a memory system yet. And you know, it's not like we're paying for this game that's fully released and it's like half finished. No, like we're paying for the early access experience, and then all the DLC and updates will be free until it's out of early access. And we just get to watch and see what happens and also leave your feedback. And, you know, if the community really wants something, they may put it in there. And it's going to be so fun to watch. But yeah, like, I'm really curious if they're going to add anything else to the roadmaps. I don't know though, like, I'm sure they're just going to start making lists for future roadmaps, because all the roadmaps from now until the end of the year are already planned out, and obviously these things take time, so probably everything's already in development that has been on the roadmaps. So yeah, and multiple of the roadmaps had like more build-by items, more inZOI items, so we are going to be getting more, you know, clothing, furniture, and all that, and I can't wait to see what they do. So yeah, there's a lot of pictures at the end. I do want to warn you guys because I could not stop taking pictures. I cannot tell you how satisfying it is to take pictures in inZOI. Oh my god. I've always been a picture junkie. It doesn't matter what game I'm playing. If it's pretty, I'm taking a million pictures. Like, not just live sims. Like, I was like addicted to this farming game a while back, and pictures. I just love it. But this game, I have to say, I'm the most addicted to taking photos in this game ever. And I'm sure you guys can see why. Like, oh my god, like, I don't know, I take a picture and I'm so satisfied by it. It's just like, you want to become a little photographer in this game. And like, I do that in The Sims too, but like, it's just, I don't know. It's like, I take too many, even just slightly moving the camera, and I'm just like, hold on, I gotta get this little different of a view. Like, I don't know. And I'm just like crazy with it. I don't know. Do you guys relate if you're playing like the demos? I want to know because I know a lot of you guys just got your hands on the demo for inZOI in build mode. So if you guys have been building, let me know. I am so curious. I want to know like how you feel about it and all that fun stuff. So yeah, we're gonna go into pictures soon. I really do hope you guys enjoyed this. I'm gonna probably add like some music or something at the end, but yeah, I hope you guys like all these photos because like I said, it's a lot. But with that, I'm gonna wrap this up here. You guys can expect episode 2 of my family Let's Play coming soon, and they will be moving into this home, so that's really, really exciting. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate you all so much. I appreciate all your comments on my inZOI videos. It really does mean a lot to me, seriously. And with that, I hope you guys are having an amazing day, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye guys.